$12.9 million. That is what bad data costs the average organization every year, according to Gartner. IBM puts the broader damage at $3.1 trillion to the US economy alone. And here is the part that keeps coming up in every AI conversation I have. People treat clean data like a prerequisite. We will get to AI once our data is right. That is a trap. You will never get there. Only 3% of companies pass basic data quality standards. 3%. A Harvard Business Review study found that 47% of newly created records have at least one critical error. A follow-up study, years later, found no improvement. So if you are waiting for perfect data before you start using AI, you are waiting for something that statistically does not exist. I hit this wall in my own work. Forecasts were fuzzy. Attribution was arguable. Systems disagreed with each other. I used to treat that mess as a reason to slow down. Working with AI flipped it. I stopped asking AI for the answer and started asking it to cluster, compare, and summarize. What is consistently up? What is consistently down? What is structurally different, even when the underlying numbers are noisy? That gives me a directional story I can take into a room without pretending to have false precision. The second move, I use AI to interrogate the data limits, not hide them. I have AI list the caveats, missing fields, small sample sizes, conflicting sources. That becomes part of the narrative. Here is what the data is good at answering, here is where it is thin, and here is what we're doing about it. Transparency builds trust. Pretending the data is cleaner than it is destroys it. The research backs this up. 92% of AI practitioners in a Google research study had been burned by what they called data cascades, compounding failures from upstream data problems. A Harvard Business School study found that bad input data made AI-generated schedules at large retail chains effectively useless. 7. 8 million shifts needed manual fixes. Each 1% increase in flawed data triggered an additional 19% increase in overrides to otherwise accurate shifts. So the problem is real. The question is what to do about it. 5 mechanisms are working right now. Weak supervision, where domain experts write labeling rules and AI scales them across messy data. Stanford showed it builds models 8 times faster with 45% better performance than hand labeling. Data observability, continuous monitoring that catches pipeline problems in real time instead of 2 years later in production. Entity resolution, where AI deduplicates and reconciles fragmented records across systems. Synthetic data augmentation, filling gaps in your training data without months of new collection. And human-in-the-loop feedback, where AI handles scale and humans handle judgment, and each cycle produces cleaner data. These 5 form a flywheel. Start with what you have. Deploy with guardrails. Improve with feedback. Compound the gains. Better data produces better AI, which produces more trust, which produces more deployment, which produces more data flowing through monitored pipelines. One caveat. A 2024 Nature study proved that AI models trained recursively on AI-generated data degrade over time. Synthetic data augments. It does not replace real, human-generated source data. The organizations that win this will not be the ones that waited for perfect data. They will be the ones that started with what they had, used AI to make it better, and built the discipline to keep it that way. The question is not whether your data is good enough. It is whether you are willing to start.